Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Hi guys, how's it going? Charles Mobby here. What was I going to talk about? Crap, I don't remember now. Something. Oh yeah. Okay, so I get this question sometimes. People, it's weird. It's like people want to ask me like the last weird. When you have dreadlocks, you have to understand that people are going to ask you weird questions a lot, and you're going to get like all kinds of bizarre questions. Sometimes I get this one that's like, "What's it like having dreadlocks?" I mean, I don't know. It's like having hair at this point. It's just like regular hair. Obviously, there are some certain circumstances you have to go through and whatnot. But let's answer the question: what it's like having dreadlocks. So if you have dreadlocks, you can relate to some of this. If you're thinking about starting dreadlocks, this is be good for you to know. Number one, there is a certain stigma still for some reason. It's getting better, but there's still a certain stigma around having dreadlocks, and so sometimes it can be hard getting a job in a certain category of work where if you have dreadlocks, because people think that you're a stoner, or you're a thief, or you're dirty, or you don't care about your personality, your persona, your anything because you have dreadlocks, and obviously you must be a total mess in your life and whatnot. It's completely stupid and ignorant, but it happens. So number one, if you have a job, ask your boss, like, hey, for religious purposes, I'm thinking about having dreadlocks, and then definitely go with religious purposes thing, because they can't discriminate against that. But before you go get it, if you don't have a job, you think about getting a job, and you start dreadlocks, you may or may not get it, which is dumb, because if someone comes in with blonde hair, like, we're not going to hire you because you have blonde hair. But they definitely won't hire you because you have dreadlocks sometimes. Like, oh, you have dreadlocks? Not going to hire you. Obviously, you're not responsible. That's stupid. Or, sorry, you're bald, we can't hire you. That doesn't really happen. But if you have dreadlocks, they will discriminate against you sometimes, and that's dumb. So obviously there are some certain things with dreadlocks to know before you go into it. Also, when you have dreadlocks of this length, it reminds me of my t-shirt here, Whiskey Capital of the World, Peoria, Illinois. But yeah, when you have dreadlocks of this length, when you sleep with dreadlocks, is a question, how do you sleep with dreadlocks? Above my head like this. I put my dreads above my head when I sleep. They're always way above my head. I actually have to sleep further down my bed now because my dreadlocks take up so much space above my head now. And I don't like my dreads. I wake up in the night and it's like this. I'm just like, get above my head. That's how I sleep with dreads. I put my dreads above my head when I sleep with dreads. So that's one of the things is what it's like having dreadlocks. Here's another fun thing when you have dreadlocks that are this long. When you have dreadlocks that get this long, especially when you're a guy. When you're a girl, not that big of a deal. When you're a guy, though, however, people will mistake you for a girl quite often. Some funny stories are, let's see, once I was in this nightclub, and I go into the men's bathroom, and I go into the stall, and I get ready to go pee, and all of a sudden the door is kicked open. What's going on? What's going on? You know? No girls in here! And I turn around, I'm just like, are you kidding me, bro? Really? Because, I'm trying to take a piss here, and you just kicked the door open on me. Oh, so sorry. I didn't realize, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's embarrassing for both of us, buddy, because now you've seen my dick, and, no, you didn't see my dick, I'm just kidding, I put it away. But, yeah, that happened. That absolutely did happen at a certain nightclub here in Chicago. Also, my wife and I were kayaking down the river, Chicago River, and if you've ever seen the Chicago River, there's a bunch of bridges that go all the way down the river. And we were going underneath one of the bridges, and we're just kayaking away, which I don't recommend because it's really gross. The river is disgusting down there. It just kind of smells. These construction workers start yelling, "Show us your tits! Hey, you guys are hot, show us your tits!" And I'm just like, I'm a dude. Hey guys, I'm a guy. Think so. Also, what else happened? Oh, this one time I was in a bar. Maybe I have a girly body. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm built like a woman. I don't think so. I don't feel like I have like big boobs or anything. But maybe I don't know. I'm walking towards the bar. This guy comes behind me and he's like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" Turn around. You sure can. He did not buy me a drink. Oh my God! I thought you were a girl. I'm so sorry. Wouldn't you? So you would just randomly go up to somebody from behind because they have long hair and be like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" without even seeing their face? That's kind of fucked up. That's a little fucked up, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. So some of the things you can definitely expect if you have long dreads. I mean, it's just weird, and you're gonna get a lot of weird questions, and especially if you're a dude, man. It's just guys hitting on you or yelling at you about being a girl when you're clearly a guy. It's weird, and you can expect to get a lot of weird questions like, "What do you use in your dreads? Do you use eggs, super glue, mud, What other weird ones I have? What was the one? Rubber cement. Yeah, oh yeah, I put rubber cement on my. Have you ever washed your hair in 18 years? You had dreadlocks for 18 years. Have you ever washed your hair? No, I have never washed my hair in 18 years. Come on. But yeah, so if you're thinking about having dreadlocks, be prepared to have people stare sometimes. Be prepared to be discriminated against sometimes. Be prepared to have people ask you dumb questions. Have people kick your door in possibly when you're trying to go pee. Here's another really weird thing. So this is bizarre, right? This is a weird thing, but so I'm Japanese, Native American, and German. My wife is half black, half white. You know, speak of the devil, you talk about her, and she's like, text you. So she's half black, half white. I am Japanese, Native American, German. People will discriminate against me on both sides of the fence, which is bizarre. Like, I'm from a small town by Peoria, Illinois. Peoria. It's from a cool company too. I forget who it was, but I need to promote them. But anyway, so I'm from a small town, and I'm there, and I'm with my mom in the car, and I have dreadlocks, obviously. And we pull up to a stop sign, and these kids start yelling at me, because I come from a very racist, small hillbilly town. People start yelling at me like, "You effing N-word," screaming at me like, "What are you doing in our town? Get out of our town!" I'm like, one, I went to high school here. I didn't have dreadlocks when I went to high school there. But number two, I'm white, and you shouldn't be saying that anyway. Just because someone's in your town, go fuck yourself, buddy. Yeah, I said it. But so weird things like that happen. But also on the same side, like, I've had black people come up to me and be like, "You're a white guy, why do you have dreads?" So on both sides of the fence, I've had black and white either discriminate against me or appreciate me for having dreadlocks. Like, sometimes I've also had like white people like, "Oh my god, that's so cool, you have dreads. Oh, you're rocking, that's so awesome." Or I've had black people who are like, "You know, we gotta stick together. Us brothers gotta stick together." I'm like, what? He thinks I'm black. What? And so like sometimes they appreciate me or they hate me, depending on what their own bigotry is. I suppose it's really, really bizarre. It's the weirdest thing ever, because I've experienced discrimination as a white guy from both sides. White people will get mad at me sometimes or appreciate me. Black people get mad at me sometimes or appreciate me, which doesn't make any sense, because why can't everyone just get along? What does it matter? It's a hairstyle, and just because you think I'm black, or just because you think I'm white, or just because you think I'm whatever, I don't want to fit your agenda. I want to fit my agenda, you know? Like, I want to do what I want to do, and it's just so bizarre. The weirdest thing is, with my wife, because she's half black. She has dark skin, obviously. Everyone thinks she's Latina, and then people come to her speaking Spanish. She doesn't speak Spanish. It's just, man, it's just bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. But it's not everyone. That happens, you know. But it does happen. It's just weird. But also, like, people come up to me just like both sides, black, white, like, you know, Mexican. "Oh man, your drugs are so cool. Who does them? You know, how long have you had them?" Like, the normal questions too, which I appreciate. If you're gonna ask me normal questions and treat me like a normal person and not yell at me or whatever weird thing, or ask me really stupid questions like, "Have you ever washed your hair in 18 years?" I don't mind that. You know, like, it's cool. Like, I make these videos to help people know how to make dreadlocks, know what to expect. You know, I want to help everyone out, because I'm just a super chill dude, and like, I don't care. I want to help everyone out. Everyone. I love everyone, because that's the kind of person I am. But yeah, that's little funny stories and whatnot about what to expect if you have dreadlocks. If you have any questions, comments, you can always comment down below or hit me up on Instagram, Charles Jamabe, or you can send me an email at charlesjamabe@gmail.com. I've also mentioned that I will be doing a contest here shortly at some point, where you can follow me on YouTube here. You have to also follow me on my Instagram. Comment somewhere on Instagram like, "Hey, I found you on YouTube." That, number one, allows me to know that to follow you back, because you're obviously cool. And number two, allows me to know that you saw this video or whatever. And then I'm going to pick two people. And I'll find a way to contact you, and we will do a FaceTime or some kind of hangout or whatever thing you want to do. And if you have questions about dreadlocks and you'd like to do a one-on-one for like half an hour, I will sit and talk to you. Or if you have questions about your own dreads, or if you think about starting dreads or whatever it is, I'll help you out. And I'll pick two people and we'll talk about it. And if it goes well, I'll do it again, because why not? Maybe then I'll give out some rubber bands, or like some of the wax that I made that I use occasionally, very, very rarely, but when I need to, something like that. So please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. You're amazing. And that's all I got. All right, bye.